Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday Tips and Tea with Linnea FNP. My name's Linnea Baker. I am a board certified family nurse practitioner, and I am very grateful for each of you for showing up and giving me some of your valuable time today. I really enjoy this platform because I feel that it allows me to empower you and provide education that can help you along your own personal health journeys. Today, I have my tea, but it's not my normal detox tea. Today, I actually have a matcha latte with MCT oil. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about boosting metabolism and burning fat naturally with matcha and MCT oil. And this can be a powerful addition and a tool to add to your toolbox to support your overall health and wellness. It's something that has truly added noticeable benefits towards being my healthiest self. And I've been doing this probably about 6 months, maybe a little more. But this small, tasty addition, guys, has boosted my energy, my focus, and added to my overall health. So I'm really excited to get to share the health benefits and why I absolutely love matcha. Now, I want to just take a quick poll. Who here has struggled with trouble with energy crashes after coffee, right? What about feeling that brain fog or sluggishness after you drink caffeine? I've been there too. Many of you know that I relied on coffee and diet soda all day long when I worked in clinic and in college, all the way through working in the hospitals, working in the clinics. I was so addicted to caffeine. And the problem was I didn't like the jitters. I used to drink so much caffeine in the morning, I would have trouble starting an IV in the in ICUs that I worked in the morning. But I needed the caffeine to wake me up. So a friend would come help me start an IV if I was jittery and shaky in the morning from the overload of caffeine. That's how bad it was. And then, of course, you have the afternoon crash. And you feel like you need sugar or starch carbs or more caffeine to keep going. And it's a vicious cycle, and that dependency just continued. And many of you know that I started a transformational health journey going on almost 5 years ago now. And I've definitely been thriving on that health journey, and it is a sustainable lifestyle. And when I started that health journey, my whole focus at that time was supporting my gut health. And that's what led me to, like I said, providing this platform where I can give you some education and hopefully empower you to take some steps towards your own personal health journey or continue on the health journey you're on with additional tips and tools to add to your toolbox. And this is one I added, like I said, about 6 months ago. And I really discovered that matcha and MCT oil are a powerful duo. They provide sustained energy, focus, and really have incredible health benefits that we're going to cover today. So I'm going to break down why matcha is such a powerhouse, why adding MCT oil to it is a total game changer, and why I personally choose Arbonne's matcha with MCT oil over other brands. So we're going to get started. I'm excited. I just love matcha, and this matcha latte is delicious. Okay, so health benefits of matcha. We're just going to start with what is matcha. And matcha is a type of green tea, but unlike regular tea where you steep the leaves and toss them out, matcha is actually a finely ground powder that lets you consume the whole leaf. And because you can consume the whole leaf because it's ground down into a powder, you get way more nutrients and way more antioxidants from it. So there's a lot of science-backed benefits of matcha in the research. First, matcha provides clean, sustained energy. And matcha, we know that green tea has caffeine. Well, matcha is a green tea, but remember, it's the whole leaf because of the powder being ground down. So it does contain caffeine, not as much as coffee. But what's really cool about matcha is it's balanced with an amino acid called L-theanine. And L-theanine promotes calm, focused energy without the jitters or crash of coffee. Total game changer, guys. I wish I'd known about this in nursing school. Okay. So, L-theanine has antioxidant and relaxant effects. And we need antioxidants because they help our body reduce free radicals. And I'm going to cover kind of what is all that in just a second. So hang on to that. But L-theanine also promotes relaxation without drowsiness. So L-theanine can elevate your levels of GABA, dopamine, and serotonin, which promote relaxation and reduces anxiety levels, according to Cleveland Clinic. And living in the US and on the gerbil wheel in this intense society that we live in the US, who doesn't need a little bit of relaxation with focus and decreased anxiety, right? So that's the beauty of this is you're not getting jittery. You're alert and focused, but you have a calm energy and you're reducing anxiety levels and you're more relaxed, which I love. And I can definitely feel that because any of you who know me know I'm very type A. I don't feel stress anymore with what I get to do because I get to design my lifestyle and my life and my days now and have control over it, which took the stress out. But I am wired more of that ADHD, anxiety type personality. So game changer for me for sure. Okay, so rich in antioxidants. Matcha is one of the most antioxidant rich foods on the planet. And antioxidants and matcha specifically fight oxidative stress. It helps protect cells and it supports a strong immune system, all in matcha. So when we have more free radicals in our body than antioxidants that are available to match it, then that's what creates oxidative stress in our body. If we don't have enough antioxidants to neutralize the free radicals, we get oxidative stress. I kind of like to think of that as oxidative stress would be like your fruit, like you have an apple sitting out and it browns. That's oxidative stress. Or you have a bicycle left out in the rain and it starts to rust. So when we have oxidative stress in our bodies, I tell my clients that's like rusting from the inside out. It's aging inside out. And we don't want the oxidative stress because it leads to cell damage. And that in turn will lead to disease. So the diseases that we're talking about in the body are cancers, heart disease, neurological diseases such as Alzheimer's, respiratory diseases, and even rheumatoid arthritis. So by ingesting antioxidants, we're helping our body stay healthy and robust and at a cellular level fight aging and disease. Okay. So the only way to get antioxidants is ingesting them. We have to eat them. And adding a cup of matcha a day is a great way to add to that robust nutrition, those antioxidants that are going to help you support your health and give your body the nutrition it needs to do the job it wants to do to protect you. Okay. So awesome. Now, here's another really cool thing we just touched on, but anti-carcinogenic effects. So matcha has science-backed evidence in the research that says that it increases cell death of cancer cells. Matcha inhibits growth of cancer cells, and it reduces the formation of blood supply to feed tumor growth. Wow. Anything that's going to help us fight cancers, which we know how prevalent that is. It's happening in younger and younger people. You guys, many of you know my own son had a very, very rare high-grade cancer when he was 25 years old. And it was so rare for elderly that they've never even seen it in someone his age. So they didn't even know how to treat it. And it was a very intense 6 months of trying to figure out the best treatment protocol. And thank goodness he's doing well now. And he's living his best life in Japan as active duty. And I got to go visit him last fall and spend some quality mother-son time with him. But anything that we can do to help support our health and reduce cancer cells and protect ourselves against cancer is definitely going to be added into my routine. So it also, matcha supports metabolism and fat burning. So studies show that matcha can help boost thermogenesis, which is your body's ability to burn calories, right? Your metabolism. So anyone who's looking for a metabolism boost, hello, I just turned 50. I'm always wanting a metabolism boost because we know as we age, our metabolism gets slower. But we can control that through our lifestyle. So if you want a metabolism boost, matcha is a great addition to your routine. And matcha is known for its weight loss benefits by increasing the resting metabolic rate, increasing fat burning and decreasing hunger. Wow. After hearing just those few things, who wouldn't want to add this into their day, right? Matcha also enhances focus and mental clarity. So actually, monks in Japan have used matcha for centuries just to stay alert and focused during their meditation. And thanks to that L-theanine amino acid in the matcha that we talked about earlier, it allows matcha to provide a smooth energy boost that enhances brain function. And Cleveland Clinic states that L-theanine may be able to help give you a boost of mental clarity and enhance your ability to focus. It also, L-theanine benefits are heightened when you take it with caffeine, and matcha has natural caffeine in it from the green tea, and it has the L-theanine in it. So it's just beautiful. What a beautiful combination to be alert and focused and calm and not have the anxiety. Because with typical coffee products and energy drinks, which don't get me started on the heart concerns with energy drinks, so bad. But that type of caffeine makes us anxious, gives us difficulty sleeping, and jittery. And we don't want that kind of alertness. We don't want to be jittery. We want to be calm and focused. And then matcha cognitive improvements. So matcha is known to improve memory, improve clarity and focus, decrease stress, decrease anxiety, and it provides neuroprotective benefits. And we know how important our neurological system and neurons are. Who doesn't want to protect that, right? Matcha also supports detoxification and gut health. So chlorophyll in the matcha actually helps naturally detoxify the body by binding to toxins and heavy metals. And we know, guys, in our environment, how we're exposed to so many things we can't control, even when we're buying produce because of the contaminants in the soil and in the water, We can do a lot to reduce environmental toxins and toxins in our body, but we can never get down to zero, right? Because it's everywhere in our environment. So the chlorophyll in the matcha is actually naturally detoxifying the body and helping remove some of those toxins and heavy metals. And matcha is also known to have strong anti-inflammatory effects. And what do we talk about? How chronic inflammation is the playground for chronic disease developing, and how we support our gut health to decrease our chronic inflammation. Well, this is a natural anti-inflammatory effect from matcha. Also, matcha supports metabolic health. I mean, gosh, if we need it, like we needed more, but there's even more with matcha that helps us. It improves cholesterol, specifically decreases LDLs and triglycerides. LDLs are considered the quote unquote bad cholesterol. And then we can increase HDL. And I've told you guys before, I think of HDL as H for helper. It's the good cholesterol. So we want that higher. Matcha also is known to improve insulin sensitivity. So those of us who are pre-diabetic, insulin resistant, diabetes, type 2 diabetes anyway, we're insulin resistant. It makes us, it's helping our insulin become more sensitive. It's also known to reduce blood glucose levels. We talked about decreasing inflammation. It also reduces the aging process. Who doesn't want to slow down that aging process, right? Because aging has actually been coined inflammaging. It's chronic inflammation in the body that ages us. Oxidative stress from those free radicals getting out of control and not having enough antioxidants to neutralize it that age us. So if we want to live longer, healthier lives, we want to reduce the aging process. It doesn't mean we're going to reverse age, but we'll slow it down. Cardioprotective benefits. It's good for the heart. And matcha even has antiviral properties in it. All of these things, just from this one little cup of tea, and it's actually absolutely delicious. It's my matcha latte. I love it. So I did notice when I started drinking a matcha once a day that my energy levels and focus were improved. They've always been good since I started my health journey because part of increasing energy and focus comes down to gut health. So I'd already done that, but I did notice another level of improvement just by adding in the matcha. And it's a calm energy, but when I paired it with the MCT oil, guys, it's an absolute game changer and it curbs appetite, which I love that. Of course, we can do that with just a gut health journey to begin with. This is just an added benefit. So next, guys, I want to talk about the health benefits of MCT oil because that's part of what I'm talking about today. We're taking matcha and we're leveling it up with MCT oil. So if you've ever heard of bulletproof coffee or keto diets or brain boosting fats, MCT oil is really at the center of all of that. So what's an MCT oil? What does that stand for? It actually stands for medium chain triglycerides, and that's a type of fat that comes from coconut oil. And unlike long chain fats, which take time to digest and store, MCTs are absorbed quickly and converted into instant energy for your brain and body. So why is MCT oil so powerful? Well, it can improve athletic performance. So it improves endurance and stamina. It also has cardiac benefits. MCT oil reduces the cardiac risk factors through weight loss, as well as improves cholesterol by increasing the HDL, the good cholesterol. And MCT oil has gut health benefits because it improves overall gut flora, the gut bacteria, through antimicrobial properties. So it helps support good gut health, okay? Good gut microbiome health. MCT oil is also, I said, instant brain fuel. And that's because MCTs bypass your traditional digestion and go straight to the liver where they're converted into ketones. And that's an immediate energy source for your brain, which means better mental clarity, focus, and cognitive function. So think about combining that with matcha where you have energy and focus, and now you added this in. So if you want to use matcha with MCT oil during your fasting window, you can, but instead of making a matcha latte, you would just make it with water. I like a bougie matcha, so I have built out my fasting and do well with my fasting without having it, and I prefer the taste when I'm in my eating window because I can make it bougie. MCT oil also supports weight management, so MCTs are known to help boost metabolism, promote fat burning, support satiety, which is that keeping you feeling fuller longer. And that's because it's a healthy fat, right? And we know fats help us by helping us feel fuller. And also, MCT oil does not create sugar spikes. It's a stable energy. So unlike traditional carbs that cause those blood sugar spikes, MCT oil provides sustained, steady energy without crashes, making it great to continue that sustained focus and endurance. And then MCT oil also enhances nutrient absorption because we know that certain vitamins, A, D, E, and K, are fat soluble vitamins, meaning they need fats to be absorbed properly. And MCT oil helps maximize the benefits of the nutrients in matcha. So because it's a healthy fat, the vitamins in matcha that are fat soluble are more easily absorbed so that we can utilize them. So now that we know the power of matcha and MCT oil on their own, just think of what happens, like I said, when I combine them, right? MCT oil combined with matcha. So guys, I want to talk a little bit about why I choose Arbonne's matcha with MCT oil. With so many matcha, there's so many matcha and MCT products out there. You guys might be wondering, well, why did this nurse practitioner choose Arbonne's matcha with MCT oil over other brands? Well, first off, Arbonne's got certified clean ingredients. It's very important to look at the transparency of the company, how they test, how they source their ingredients. And I stand behind Arbonne. I've been using their products almost 5 years. And not only am I thriving and I feel significantly better, but even when you look at my labs from an objective standpoint, my labs are looking incredible. And all the people that I get to work with and coach and support on their own personal health journey, they're thriving. But Arbonne has certified clean ingredients. They do not use, there are no artificial sweeteners, fillers, or unnecessary additives put into their products. Unlike other matcha products, Arbonne keeps it pure, plant-based, and high quality. So I can get behind that because I know the company is transparent with their ingredients. They avoid over 2,000 chemical ingredients considered unsafe in all of their product lines, okay? And then also, Arbonne sustainably and ethically sources its products. So, guys, not all matcha is the same. Many brands use a lower quality matcha that contains fillers, and Arbonne sources high quality matcha to ensure maximum health benefits. So our matcha is organically sourced from Japan, and it's very, very high clean standards with great nutrition. And then also, Arbonne does balanced formulas for optimal results. So Arbonne combines the matcha with the MCT oil in the perfect ratio that helps support sustained energy, fat metabolism, and brain function. Arbonne's done the research. They have scientists and medical experts on their panel and testing, and they have done the research and figured out the best mix. And they have this packet that you just add, and you can put water in it or make it any way you want, but it's already got what you need put together in the packet. And then Arbonne is also vegan, gluten-free, and keto-friendly. So it works for many different dietary lifestyles. You don't have to worry about hidden ingredients that can cause inflammation or digestive issues because we're gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, we're non-GMO. So all these things that can create inflammation in the body, Arbonne's already a step ahead of that and looking at that. And I just want to get back to the ingredient sourcing. This is so important because I've done so much research separate from Arbonne, just in general, and when you buy a product, just because it says on the label this is in your supplement doesn't mean that's actually in your supplement. A lot of the holistic type and podcasts I listen to, the research I do, it has been found because there's not a lot of regulations in the supplement industry, right? They're not FDA approved. So it's important for the company to regulate itself. And what Arbonne does is they test at the site of sourcing. So when they're going to get the matcha in Japan, they're testing at that site. Then they test again, every product, they're testing again when it's in the product. And then they test again for shelf life to make sure it's still maintaining the quality and the ingredient at the levels that the label says. Now, the other thing Arbonne does is we have third-party testing in another state. So what that means is all of our products, nutrition products, are sent to this third-party test site to look for the heavy metals that can be most harmful to humans, right? Like we're thinking lead and mercury would be too. Arbonne doesn't just do that on a new product in the beginning and then randomly test. Arbonne tests every single batch that way. Every single batch has strict quality standards, goes through third-party testing outside of the state of where Arbonne is to make sure that we don't have any heavy metal contaminants that appeared in it. And that's just good for ethics and practice because it's separate from the company. So this third-party company has nothing to do with Arbonne. They're just doing the testing to see what's in it. And that's how you get strict quality control. And Arbonne really stands by putting people on the planet before profits. Guys, that's why you see so many medical people, neuroscientists, physicians, functional med doctors, nurse practitioners, naturopathic doctors, chiropractors, PAs, nurses gravitate to Arbonne because they truly mean what they say. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. And I can get behind that because I've been using this, like I said, almost 5 years, and I'm thriving. And the products are that good because of everything they do to ensure quality and make sure that if anything were to be contaminated, they're going to find that out right away and not have it out there for us on the market, right? And that's what we want. And I can't stress enough how much you have to do your research, because other companies will say they do third-party testing, but are they just doing third-party testing in the beginning of a new product and then maybe random spot check it once a year, which there's protocols in place and guidelines that you can adopt and follow in being a good company, but that doesn't mean that they're at the level where they can catch everything, because contaminants can come in to products even after they tested initially, right? I mean, there's variables out there that could change what's in the product. And so if they're just testing at the beginning of when they start the product and then randomly once a year or something, there could be products out there that have contaminants in them that are harmful to people and they won't catch it. That's why I'm so passionate about what I get to do and about aligning myself with Arbonne, because of how they do their ingredients, what they don't put in, and then how they're testing to ensure quality across all measures, to put them in our hands so that we can use them and know that they're clean and they can stand, I can stand by it. It absolutely blows my mind that this company goes above and beyond like that. And I wish all companies did that. But like when you go to a store and buy, say, a probiotic on the shelf, you don't know what's really in it. There are so many studies of random testing that you can go and spend money on a probiotic on the shelf and think you're getting something that's going to help you. And it may not have the level of the probiotic it's said in it. It may not have even have the probiotic in it, which is even scarier, or it's being found to have contaminants and heavy metals in it. So just because you're getting a supplement doesn't mean it's going to help you. It could actually harm you. And you need to be really diligent and careful and do your research. I'm a nerd, as you guys know. I do the research. I'm the one wearing the continuous glucose monitor just to get more research. Because you guys know my A1C, blood glucose, fasting insulin, everything. I'm not insulin resistant at all. My numbers are fantastic, but I do it to get more information to help my patients and to give me more data to help guide you guys. So that's my soapbox, and it's for good reason. I'm coming from a professional standpoint. Like I said, I've done the research. I nerd out. I would not get behind a company if I didn't truly believe in the methods behind the scene of how they're putting the products together and what their priorities are. I stand behind Arbonne 1,000%, and I will never change, because this company is that amazing at how it takes care of people and the planet. Okay. So in closing, guys, now you know how incredible this combination can be, but I want to show you guys easy way to use Arbonne's matcha with MCT oil. So one way is I have this delicious matcha latte. So what did I do? I took unsweet almond milk. I put this in the microwave for about 3 minutes. Then I put my packet in there, which has the MCT oil and matcha all in it. I just dumped that in. And then I like to add a splash of vanilla extract and a little bit of honey. And then I use a hand frother to mix it. And it is delicious. Crave it. Now, like I said, if you want to drink matcha during your fasting window and not break fast, then you're just going to put the packet with hot water. If you wanted to put a little cinnamon or something on it, you could. But drinking it during your fasting window, it's the matcha packet that has the MCT oil in it with water. Now, I like the creaminess with the plant-based milk. So it's an energy boosting latte. You can also make an iced matcha drink. So you could put ice in here and blend it with almond milk, with a packet of the Arbonne matcha with MCT oil and a little vanilla. You could even froth some coconut cream, or froth it, because the MCT oil is going to make it frothier, and put that on top of the drink. We've got so many recipes. I'll post some recipes here this week. You can also drink that in whether you're fasting or not. Some people fast before they work out, some aren't, but you could drink it before a workout to help with your endurance and energy. Now, remember, if you're fasting, do it with water. If you're not worried about fasting, then you could make a matcha latte before you work out. And you could do it hot or cold. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like that grassy kind of earthy taste of a matcha. I do think that it can be an acquired taste, especially if you haven't gotten your gut healthy and you haven't done a gut detox reset yet. Your taste buds change when your gut gets healthy, I promise you. So the things you used to crave, like sodas and sugar and stuff, don't taste good when you've gotten your gut healthy. I promise you. But if you're somebody who just doesn't love the taste of matcha, you could make a smoothie and just throw the packet in the smoothie. And then if you're putting fruit in there or it's like a chocolate smoothie, you're not going to taste the matcha because it's going to be mixed up with all the other yummy goodness in your smoothie. So that's a really good tip to get the health benefits of the matcha MCT oil without having to deal with the taste. But truly, guys, I crave my matcha. I look forward to it. I love my matcha latte with a little bit of vanilla and honey and almond milk. And I'm going to post some recipes here this week for you guys to see different ways you can enjoy your matcha. And I just encourage you guys to play around with it. Okay. So, guys, I have a special offer. If you're ready to start seeing the benefits of Arbonne's Matcha with MCT oil, I'd love to help you get started. And we actually have a special deal that goes through the end of February. So if you're listening to this and it's February 2025, then you are in luck. There is a special promotion going on that I can hook you guys up with. Also, guys, I would love for you to invite guests to my Tips and Tea Facebook group because it provides these health tips. It gives recipes, it gives education, it gives support, and so many people need this. Even if you're not going to use the Arbonne products, that's okay. If that is your choice. I'm telling you what I believe and align with, but I do want you to have the information to empower yourselves on a health journey. And I am here if you're wanting more and you want to connect with me. But guys, I'm so passionate about helping others find that sustainable energy, the wellness solutions that actually work, because there's so many gimmicks out there and I don't want you guys to get confused. It's so easy to be overwhelmed with all the information that's out there. So remember, if you have questions, you want to try this, you for yourself, just connect with me, or maybe you want some help on knowing how to start a personal health journey. Just reach out. Now, guys, quick disclaimer, remember, nothing that I discussed today is meant to prevent, diagnose, treat, or cure any type of diseases. And this is just information to help you and empower you on your personal health journey. If you're followed by a medical provider for any chronic medical conditions or take medications, then of course reach out to them for guidance because they know you best. Guys, until next time, stay safe. I hope this brought you value. I'm so grateful for each of you, and I'm so glad I got to be back today. Take care.